Have you ever heard something that made your heart stop for a moment? Imagine a peaceful, quiet village where everything seems normal, but beneath that calm lies a dark secret. In 1950, in the heart of France, a cursed house consumed anyone brave or foolish enough to step inside. Are you ready to hear a true story so terrifying it still haunts the memories of those who dared speak of it? You're listening to Horror Radio, where darkness comes alive and real stories of terror are brought to you. In 1950, the small French village of Bois Noir was known for its picturesque tranquility. But the locals whispered about an abandoned house on the edge of the forest. The Dussalier house, said to be cursed by a dark and lethal force. That summer, two siblings, Marceline and Jean-Pierre Dussalier, arrived in the village. Despite their parents' warnings, their teenage curiosity led them to a fate worse than they could imagine. One evening, as the sun turned crimson and the air grew heavy, Marceline and Jean-Pierre made their way to the forbidden house. The house was a decaying shell. The smell of sulfur hung in the air, and an eerie silence surrounded it. Shadows seemed to shift as if they were alive. Inside, Jean-Pierre approached a large, cracked mirror, but the reflection wasn't normal. His image stood slightly behind him, wearing a sinister smile. Terrified, he turned away, but something or someone was watching them. Trapped in the dark. Suddenly, the doors slammed shut. Strange, inhuman whispers echoed from the walls. A shadowy figure, humanoid in shape but with no discernible face, began moving toward them. Panicked, they fled to the basement. The air was freezing, and the room was filled with old family photos. One photo caught Marceline's eye, their own family portrait. But their faces had been erased, just like the other victims of the house. A dark end. The next morning, the villagers searched for Marceline and Jean-Pierre, but they were gone without a trace. In the basement of the house, a new photograph was found, their faceless image, now joining the others on the wall. The Dussalier house still stands at the forest's edge. For those daring enough to enter, their image might one day join the photos in the basement. Did this story send chills down your spine? Would you dare to step into such a house? If this tale gripped you, it's only the beginning. At Horror Radio, we have even more real, terrifying stories waiting for you. Follow us now and share with your friends. Because next time, it could be your story we're telling.